We're live.
There we go. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another Ragnarok Patreon actual play.
Ooh. I hate the patrons.
They are the worst.
Good thing for us, though, because we take their money and crank out quality, I guess, role-playing games and podcasts.
And I'll sit the buck.
We crank out something.
Yeah. Anyway, tonight we're going to be playing Dungeon World. This is Freebooters on the Frontier. The campaign title is The Sundered Shrine, and I think this is game 5, I want to say? 4 or 5? Yeah, 5. Okay. I am Ryan. I'm going to be GMing this session, so why don't you guys introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about your characters.
Hi, this is Steve, and I'm playing Chaquint, an elven woman with a raspy voice that just kind of sounds like a guy half-assing a woman's voice. Mismatched eyes and no eyebrows. She is selfless, cooperative, and forgiving, and a magic user. She likes to make friends.
All right, I'm Alex. I am playing Quintus Stoutleg. He is a halfling thief. He has matted hair, perfect posture, and ashen skin. He is stingy, petulant, egotistical, and currently undead.
I missed that.
Still.
All right, so I'm Chris. I'm playing Gidwin. He's a human male with dark skin, goatee, and large ears. He's a fighter. His traits are his virtue is cooperative, and his vice is aggressive, and also he's an idiot. That's it.
All right. So we fade up on the ziggurat-looking structure in the middle of the wilderness. It is night. There are dark thunderclouds rolling in overhead. We crane down and pan over the audience. People are asleep or maybe dead. You're not really sure. There are figures in dark purple robes dragging people off, dragging the bodies of viewers off. We push into the stage through the door that you all passed through to get to the temple, and the narrator's voice says, "Previously on the Sundered Shrine." So what do you guys remember about the last session?
We fought a demon. Oh, we should go in order, shouldn't we?
Not necessarily.
So I think we started with going into the room with the giant statue of the god. Quintus climbed up and rescued, quote-unquote, the earrings from it, thereby completing his main objective.
I think that was the end. Well, that was the end of session 3, wasn't it? Because that was when the other ogre kicked you into the statue and you died.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay.
I muted and then revived him and made him into an undead halfling.
You didn't do it, an ogre did.
I said and then. I didn't say and then I.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we see the flashback of Quintus climbing down in triumph with the earrings, and then getting kicked by an ogress, and then breaking his back on the statue, and then being revived by.
I'm pretty sure they're going to use that scene for every recap, just because it shows Quintus being brutally murdered.
Yeah.
So then we met back up with Gidwin and the others and fought some ogres and stole a book.
Sorry, I was talking to Gracie, my dog, not you.
Sure.
Continue.
Then we found a sleeping monk and tortured him a little bit.
Get your nose out of there. That one was for you, Steve.
Oh, okay. Well, he didn't have to make it public.
I'm sorry.
And the book that you guys stole was... Hold on a second. I have it here in my notes.
Applefant's Flaming Sight.
The sleepy monk who you guys tormented was named Okan. And he gave you a big hint on how to protect yourselves from the Order of Fesseroth that you guys all took advantage of.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah, then we drank from the fountain, and it
Yep.
made us immune to mind powers for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went into a treasure dimension and fought a demon.
A magic ring they stole.
So you guys snuck down into the treasure dimension. You met a shadow goblin named Dennis, who has a really fun voice to do, and is just really, really tickled.
All right, we have to stat him out too. He's a new companion or follower.
I'll let you stat out Dennis, but not Okan, because Okan is more of a hostage.
That's fair.
Unless you guys want to give him some stats. You know what? We'll stat out them both. I'm just gonna make a house ruling and say that Okan's loyalty is probably at -1.
All right. How do you spell Okan?
OKAN.
That's-
You know what? Scratch that. Make it -2, because at -2, your followers leave you at the first chance that they get, and that's definitely where he is right now.
I wouldn't even say he was a follower, but okay.
Well, in case you want to force him to do something
Gotcha. Yeah,
against
that makes
his will,
sense.
that way, he will definitely bolt first chance he gets.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, here we are. Follower generation.
Oh shit! Where are my dice?
So
We can all roll on our Discord if we want.
if
That's what I'm
somebody
gonna do.
if somebody will give me a D12 roll.
4.
4. Okay. Okan is reasonably competent, so he's quality at +0, and he gets 1 tag. All right. Let's see. Background, another D12.
All of you
Seven.
+0.
7. Unremarkable. All right. He gets tags. The first tag every follower has is blankwise, where the blank is filled in by whatever subject or thing the follower knows best. So what does Okan know best?
Deceit.
Sephiroth wise?
Fesseroth-wise?
Fesseroth-wise?
We'll go with it. He knows his way around this terrible cult pretty well. All right. So he gets 1 move. Write a move that reflects a skill, ability, or trait that can't be better summarized by a tag. Something like point out a flaw in the plan, notice something hidden, follow quarry by tracks or spoor, tend to the sick and injured.
I have one that won't bite us in the ass. Backstab.
Okay.
Say that again, Chris.
Yeah.
Backstab.
All right. I'm sure that won't have any repercussions whatsoever. I will take it.
You said his quality was +0?
Yes.
Okay.
We said his loyalty is at -1. No, sorry, -2.
And did he have a second tag?
No, just the one.
Just one. Okay.
All right. Give me another D12 for his instinct.
Alex beat me.
It's okay. We'll go with Steve's 5.
5. Lord over others.
Sounds familiar.
And I don't think he really has a cost. So I'm going to skip that one because he's a hostage. Give me another D12 for his HP.
And
Okay. He's tough. So he's got 9 HP.
Good for him.
Yeah. You guys woke him up from bed, so he has no armor.
He's in his underwear. Yeah.
Yeah. His damage. Give me another D12.
8.
8. He can defend himself. He has a D6 of damage.
Ruh-roh.
6. And he has a load of 2. And I am going to say that Dennis has a quality of +2. His background is that he was raised in the pits of a hell dimension. Let's see. I'm going to say that he is temptation-wise and future-wise.
Future-wise?
Yep. He knows the future.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to write some moves that I know.
What's his loyalty? 0 or -1?
I'm going to say his loyalty is 0. Okay.
Do the rest of you hear like a weird beat to the background noise?
A beat?
Yeah, I feel like I'm in a EDM club or something.
No.
I don't hear it.
All right. Let me disconnect and reconnect real quick.
Okay. For anyone else taking notes, I'm going to say
much better.
I'm going to say that Dennis's instinct is to cackle at their folly, and I'll say that he also has 9 HP, but 2 armor.
Ooh.
And he also does a d6 of damage. And that's a load of 2. Okay. So that should be everybody. So I will ask you guys in the last part of our flashback before we actually cut to the main episode. I'm gonna say that something happened to Framar off screen. Maybe somebody whoever's DVRing the show might have missed an episode, or they missed the last 5 minutes of the last one or something. And Framar has something that befalls them that means that they are not participating in this session. So what happened to Framar?
A flying horse descended from above and carried him away.
Okay.
Framar returned to his home planet.
We've come for you. You must return home. Your people need you.
You are a pure and innocent cinnamon roll. Too good for this world. Climb on and I will carry you away. And Framar looked confused and threw his leg over the horse's back, and then the horse galloped off and disappeared in a cloud of sparkles.
And then he fell off the horse, suddenly woke up in a cold sweat from the dream he was having, and a hole opened up beneath him in the ruins, and he fell down.
He got sucked into the dimension of the helpful, friendly blob.
Oh, God. Oops. I was trying to cast a different spell. I'm sorry.
So there is that abbreviated scream as the dimension seals itself up behind Framar as he's sucked in, and you hear a voice say, "Hey, buddy, thanks for the sacrifice."
That wasn't a sacrifice. That was a mistake. Okay, well, I think it'll take a little time for us to sort this out, but make him think of ponies or something.
You got it, buddy.
He'll be fine, guys. The helpful blob is really helpful. It'll be great.
Yeah, sure.
What's the helpful blob's dimension like?
Yeah, we shouldn't get into details. To Framar, it will be a dimension of ponies.
That's
Hooray.
good.
Anyway, the monk who you guys kidnapped is kind of curled up in the corner after seeing that horrific sight, and he goes, "What was that?"
Oh, just a friend of mine.
Just don't worry about it.
Okay. You see, he like looks from one of you to the other, and then kind of eyes the exit. You think he might be weighing the odds? And Dennis is that was delicious. I'm sure he'll be more than pleased with the visions that my compatriot is channeling into his mind.
Oh, you know the helpful blob?
We go way back for millennia.
Why did we bring this guy with us again?
Well, he seemed nice. He has a great sense of humor.
I mean, he's like a literal demon. Like, literally.
He's not an ogre.
No.
I came along because you and your friends are just so very very entertaining, and I thought it would make a pleasant diversion from my eternity of agony.
See, we're doing him a favor.
Huh. Okay.
I mean, that's what this group is about, isn't it? Helping people?
No, it's clearly about a self improvement, not self improvement, about getting stuff for yourself.
Self-enrichment. That as well.
Yeah,
But-
that.
You know, we can also help people.
I'm gonna enrich my wallet.
Yes, let's go find the shiny rock. You're the only one who hasn't found their treasure yet.
Well, we have a note in our notes here that says rest at the beginning of next session.
Oh yeah, we should
In
do that.
capital letters. So yeah, I think we should do that.
All right. So if you guys are resting, then let's see what that move does. I'm gonna say that you guys can make camp. All right. When you settle into rest, choose one member of the party to manage provisions. Then, if you eat, drink, and have enough XP, level up. So, who's going to be managing provisions?
That's wisdom, isn't it?
That is plus whiz, yes.
I'd be a bad choice.
I actually have a positive number as a wisdom modifier.
Oh, well then you do it.
Okay.
I have a neutral number.
All right. I guess I'll be in charge of provisions. 2d6.
What is this? Dennis goes, "You're exceedingly trustworthy."
Well, it shows him I rolled a 7.
Nice. All right. So on a 7 to 9, the party consumes the expected amount of rations, 1 per person if making camp, 1 per person per day if making a perilous journey. So everybody can eat a ration and level up.
Nice.
I seem to have leveled up last time.
All
Yeah,
right.
I think we all leveled up.
You-
at the end
you
of
did that
last-
already.
I don't think I did. What's the number?
It is something like your current
It's
level
10
plus
plus 5 times your current level. So I can level up. Because I have 23 XP and my level is 2. So I would need 20 XP.
All right, so you
3.
subtract 20 from your total, and
So regain 1 point of burned luck. I don't think I do have a point of burned luck. Aha.
So when we rest, isn't there a way to repair ability damage?
yeah, that
don't
comes at the end.
Oh, okay.
I get a new advanced move.
So I guess while Alex is leveling up, let's go on with this. If you're bedding down in dangerous lands, which you guys most certainly are, decide on a watch order. So what order are you guys gonna keep watch over camp?
We should probably just let the hostage keep wake over.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll go real well.
Yeah.
Great idea. I'll keep first watch.
I guess that makes me the other one because Alex is already doing the other thing. Or are we all taking a watch?
Do we have to can I do one too, or does that have to be someone else?
If you do one, I'll say 2 is enough for everybody to get at least a couple of hours sleep, depending on how you guys are how long you guys are bedding down here.
Sure.
All right, so Alex and Steve, somebody roll me a d6 and tell me evens or odds. Evens, it's Steve. Odds, it's Chris.
Evens.
Even.
So it's
So,
me.
yeah. Chiquint. All right. So you're roll me plus nothing.
Plus nothing. 7.
Back in 1 minute.
I rolled a 7.
Okay. On a 7 to 9, the judge chooses one from the list below. Let's see. Okay, we can do that. Give me 1 second here. Gotta open my. Somebody roll me a d12 and actually make it 2d12.
6. 3 and 3.
3 and 3. All right. So Chiquint, as you pace the room where you bedded down for the night, let's see. Somebody give me another D4 and then a D4 again.
ACOS typing. Go for it, ACOS.
I got a 3.
Okay.
A4.
Oh, okay. All right. So as you are patrolling the corridor, I'm going to say it's a corridor that you have chose to bed down on in for the night. You notice 2 things. First, down an adjacent corridor, you see that the walls have been marred by blade strikes. It looks like there was a fierce battle here. Somebody had an axe that scored the stone walls. You see dried blood that hasn't been cleaned. The bodies, whoever they were taken away by something. But only the signs of their battle remain. You also notice a thin wire stretched across the corridor. You don't know what it does, but you're sure that it's bad.
It's fine.
Okay.
I'm back, by the way.
I say I'll wait till they wake up, and then I'll get Quintus to take a look at it, because I know he can detect traps.
Okay.
I can. Okay.
And I will stand way back.
From
I
that.
can disarm traps. I can't detect them. But
Well, I detected it. Now you can disarm it.
all right. It figures.
When you wake from at least a few hours of uninterrupted sleep and you ate and drank the night before, you heal 1 plus con, minimum of 1 HP, points, which you may apply to HP and or damaged ability scores.
I'm actually at full health.
1 plus con? Alright, so I get 2, I guess.
No, you roll a die, I think.
No.
It's 1 plus my con modifier, right?
Yes.
Not my constitution, because then I gain 16.
No, it's
No,
plus your con mod.
It's your con mod. And you can apply that to HP or to ability scores.
So just my hit points are low, so. Did I say what I was at? I just erased it, and I can't remember if it was going to 14 or starting at 14.
I don't know.
I don't think you took a lot of damage last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, Gidwin joined the fight a little late.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'll make it 16. Seems like a good idea to me.
All right, so you guys all wake up, and Okan is still there. Dennis didn't sleep the whole night. He just stood there and stared at the sleeping ones and smiled in a really terrifying way at whoever was keeping watch.
Mm-hmm.
I smiled back at him the entire time and waved occasionally.
He waved back.
Yeah.
All right, so should I attempt to neutralize or circumvent this trap?
Oh, yes, I believe that it's well within your capability. I'll watch from over there. Good luck.
I mean, of course it's within my capability. I'm a thief. It's what I do.
Yes.
I rolled a 6. So I mark XP.
Good.
So let me check my move. When you attempt to neutralize or circumvent a mechanical device with sufficient tools, roll plus dex, and the 10 plus you do it, as well as can be expected. On a 7 to 9, you do it, but the judge chooses one from the list below. Your tampering attracts unwanted attention. It'll work, but there's a hitch. Ask the judge what. You expend resources of the judge's choice, but it doesn't say what happens on a fail, so I guess you make a move.
Yes, I do. Okay. Give me one sec.
And the move is to throw a party for us. Oh my God, what is that thing? I think, is that a van?
Nope, it's a bus.
We already did that game.
Yeah, we did. All right. So here's what happens, Quintus.
Mm-hmm.
You're examining the wire, and you kind of you see where it's fastened into the wall. There's like a trigger mechanism. That's it looks like it's counterweighted, and the string is designed to when someone trips it, it like pulls out of the wall and triggers something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Pretty standard.
Yeah.
I'm like explaining this to everyone as I'm examining it.
So you reach over.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you clearly from behind this other wall.
You you think there's probably like some kind of failsafe on it, which you're trying to disarm when the string, the tripwire snaps, and you, without thinking, like reach down and hold this thing with your hand to keep the trap from triggering.
Okay.
So if you move your hand, it's going to trigger. You don't know exactly what it does because you haven't had a chance to examine it that closely yet. So you think there's a possibility that you might not be in the line of fire, so to speak. But you know, it might like bring the ceiling down and smash the whole hallway. You're not sure. But you're holding this thing, and the only thing keeping it from triggering is your hand. So what do you do?
Can I examine it with my hand in place, or no?
You can. I would say that is the hell are the basic moves? Perceive.
Perceive. So plus whiz. That's an 11.
Nice. Okay,
This is
so
my best roll ever for this.
so you can ask me. You get 3 hold, and you can ask me questions one for one about the person, place, or object. So
Oh, just any question? There's no list.
there's no list. Yeah.
Okay. What does this trap do?
You notice that there are little nozzles sticking out of the wall around the area. It's like under a little arch, and you see that there are nozzles. So it's probably going to shoot something or spray something. You don't know what.
Am I in that area?
You are currently.
Okay. So I have 2 more or does that count as one of my questions?
Yes.
So I have 1 question left.
Yep.
How much space of this arch is on either side of me? Like, how far would I have to go in either direction to not be in the line of this trap?
It really depends on what's spraying out of these nozzles, but you would want to roll probably a good, like, just to be safe, a good 5 feet in either direction.
So I'm in the middle, basically.
Basically, yeah.
Okay. And I assume that would be a saving throw with Dex.
Yeah. So the rest of you, Gidwin and Chaquin, excuse me, you guys hear like some kind of a mechanical thung and like a spring noise, and then it stops, and you can see, or probably Gidwin can. Chaquint is taking cover. Gidwin, you can see Quintus like reach down really quickly and clamp his hand on something, and then kind of get this like really dismayed look in his eyes as he looks around, and is like detecting these other things about the trap. So what do you do?
What's he doing?
So wait, I see. Like he broke part of the wire, right?
Yeah, the string broke.
So I see that happen. I see the look of panic on his face, and I say, "Wow, I thought that would have set it off."
So what off?
I don't know. He was talking about how it's a trap and how it's up tied to the wall, and as long as no one breaks the string, it won't go off. And then he broke the string, but it didn't go off. So I think it's a dud.
Oh, okay. I mean, he's still alive, right? Well,
yeah,
I mean,
I'm alive. Well, I mean, that's
No,
rather
not.
insensitive of you to say.
he's still undead, right?
Oh yeah, very undead.
Okay.
So you guys can either go by now before I set off the trap, or wait until after the trap goes off.
Oh, sure.
What does the trap do?
I don't know.
Then I'm gonna go hide behind that wall too.
Well,
Okay.
maybe we should walk by first, just in case, like, the roof caves in or something like that.
That's what I'm saying. It's up to you.
So let's all go past there and hide on the other side of another wall.
I'll just follow you. You seem to know which wall is best. They all look the same to me.
Hold on. I'm trying to see your list here.
Okan kind of winces as he walks under the archway, and like throws up his hands a little to shield himself, and really like hurries through.
Could I, while I'm walking through, think of a way to maybe jerry rig something, maybe with the short bow and an arrow and to hold on to this so that Quintus can get out of the way?
Sure. I would call that defy danger using intelligence,
Ooh, I can do that.
or saving throw in this subsystem.
Let's see. My intelligence is okay. An 8.
Okay. So here's the thing. You can definitely jury rig it. But it's either going to be very unstable, or you're going to have to put something else into it besides an arrow. So you'd have to give up another, let's say, 2 items.
Okay, I will throw in.
You don't have to.
Okay, you want to chance it?
And you can make it unstable too, so you can just kind of put it there and not very well, and that's probably enough time to at least run away.
I look at Quintus and
I'm willing to chance. Out of character, I'm willing to chance it.
Okay.
In character, well, if you're gonna do something, do it.
Well, I think I could probably use an arrow and a couple of the magical crystals to like jury rig something. Do you want to do that, or do you want to just like a thing to hold it so that you don't have to hold it?
Oh, yeah, that would be a good idea.
So you want me to do that?
Yeah, sure. Do something for once.
All right. So you said that each weight of magical crystals was 3 crystals. So I'm just gonna get rid of 1 weight. Would that be good enough?
Yeah, that'll be fine. So you jam the crystals in around the trigger mechanism strategically, and you can hear it like as soon as there's like a 1, 2, 3 release moment, and you stand well back for that. But Quintus, you can hear the crystals like start to crack as the mechanism tries to swing back to where it should be to trigger the trap. So what do you do?
Get out of the way.
Okay.
Dex?
Yeah. And I'm gonna say that you can take +1 forward because of the jury rigging.
Well, that puts me at 8.
Nice. Okay. In that case, I will say either you don't get out of the way or you leave something behind. You choose.
I think I've only got like 3 things. So
Leave behind your arm.
well, I could either leave behind the potion that will bring me back to life, the earrings that were the entire reason I came here, or the super evil spell book.
You don't have any other equipment?
I have a sword. That's all I have. Because my weight is only 5. I gave everything to Bestulman.
You could burn a point of luck, and
that would bring you up to.
I'll just knock it out of the way.
Okay. In that case.
Oh wait, a point of luck would bring me. It would erase the tier, right?
Yeah, tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll burn the point of luck.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna make this dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
You start to roll out of the way, and then you see the potion that could bring you back to life clatter out of your pocket, and you quickly reach back in and snatch that out and roll away as you hear spraying noise and sizzling. The rest of you see that there is a viscous greenish liquid spraying out of the ceiling and the walls around the arch. Like there's a couple of nozzles. It coats the walls, and you can see that they start to smoke. And there's a really unpleasant, like alkaline smell.
That would have sucked. Yeah, your thing didn't work. It still went off.
Well, I mean, you got out, didn't you?
Yeah, no thanks to you. I got out because of my own ingenuity and quick reflexes.
Yes, I agree. You're very quick-witted.
That's not what I said, but okay.
You're very quick reflexed.
Was it your
Yeah.
ingenuity or your quick reflexes that set the trap off to begin with?
Oh, that's because Jaquint here was making too much noise.
It was noise sensitive?
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You better whisper from now on.
Okay.
Well, let's get going, because that smells really bad.
More traps.
Quintus, maybe you should take the lead and look for traps.
All right, I guess I'll have to do everything. I'll take the lead and look for traps.
Okay. In that case, I will say, make me that perceive check again. Or do you have a special move for it as a thief?
Let me double check. Hide in shadows, move silently. Pick locks or disarm traps. No, nothing for like finding traps.
Okay.
Perceive. Nine.
9. All right. So in that case, you can hold 1. Excuse me. I'm going to describe the next room that you guys walk into, and Quintus, you can hold that for as long as you like. You don't have to use it right now.
Okay.
Okay. So you follow a long stone corridor. You kind of get the sense that you're headed someplace that's busy, full of commotion. You can hear the sounds of like machinery and shouting.
Out of character. We're like behind the scenes now, right?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Before we go any farther, I want to note that we're going to put on those robes that I found.
Okay.
I stole a bunch of robes from the treasure dimension that are from the Cult of Fesroth. Or they look like the robes of the Cult of Fesroth, at least.
I forget. Did I say that they were the robes of an acolyte like Okan wears? His are not like ornately filigreed, or are they more similar to the robes that the host wears?
I don't think you made a distinction.
Okay. In that case, Chaquint, make me a luck check just to see.
That's plus nothing?
It's plus LUC.
Oh,
Plus
yeah. So that is plus nothing. I rolled a 4.
All
Mark
right.
XP.
So I'm not gonna make a move right now, but in that case, you stole the lower level robes.
Okay.
So you guys are masquerading as low level members of the cult. Hold on one sec. I'm trying to find. Here we go. Okay, so you walk down a long stone corridor. The sounds of this very very busy area come from down the corridor. You can see like it's very bright. You hear you can hear what sounds like the roar of animals. You can see like people walking by the doorway in front of you with various armloads of things. And as you reach the doorway, you see that the room is kind of multi-tiered. It's got 3 levels, one for each level of the pyramid, and you can see Chaquint, what you recognize as defunct or unused rooms, like stacked like scenery. There are cages of animals and what would appear to be like boxes of weapons and I guess you would call them props or set decorations. You see at one side of the room on the lowest level is a cage full of undead. There are some trapped fire elementals on the second level. There's an ogre at the center of the room, like chained to a post.
Uh-oh.
And the place is busy with cultists maneuvering and like they seem to be prepping for something. So what do you do?
You said the ogre was chained up, right?
Yes.
Could he be particularly pathetic, like he's been there for a long time?
Yeah. It's kind of like sitting down. It's got like a little ball that it's bouncing off the wall, and the ball bounces out of its reach, and it like goes to reach for it, and the chain is wrapped around its neck. It can't reach, and it like chokes itself trying to get the ball, and just kind of like slumps in defeat.
I think we should rush in there and kill that ogre before it attacks.
I don't think the ogre's the real threat here.
He looks really dangerous.
I humbly disagree.
I think the cultists are the real ogres in this situation, but not ones that we should attack just yet. We should find their leaders and attack those ogres.
So they're ogres that are worse than ogres?
Yeah, they're cult ogres.
Wow, I've never seen a cult ogre before.
They look just like people, except they wear these robes, but not us.
When you say that, he readies his spear until you go, but not us, and then he puts it back down.
Quintus leans over and whispers, "You're playing a dangerous game here, buddy."
I mean, he just needs a little bit of direction.
Ryan.
Yeah.
So for my question, you said this is multi-tiered, right?
Yes.
Where did we come in this? That's not my question, but like, where are we? In the top? Are we at the bottom? Are we in the middle?
You guys are in the middle.
Okay. So there's stuff above us and stuff below us.
Yes. You can see there's like what appears to be like kind of a freight elevator. That cultists are using to move like bigger pieces of props or scenery up between levels. They seem to be setting something up on the bottom level. You can't really tell what it is. There are also stairways on either side of the room. It's a vast room. Probably like 100 or 200, maybe like 100 or 150 feet long, probably about 40 or 50 feet wide, and the height of the entire pyramid.
Wow. Okay.
So before you ask your question, last time you said we had a map, and it showed us like 3 or 4 rooms. One was like control room.
Mm-hmm.
And do you remember what the other ones were?
Yes. So there's altar, there's staging, there's control, and there's treasure room. You guys went to the treasure room.
This is probably
staging.
Yes, this is. You glance down at the map, and yeah, that's about where you would be.
Anyone have any ideas for a question?
Which way to the control room?
Okay.
Or This might be where the shiny stone is.
Yeah, Quintus doesn't care about that.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Does Gidwin, though?
Oh, Gidwin doesn't get a question.
I care. I'll roll plus wisdom.
I was going to say Gidwin could get a question if he looked around the room.
I had my mic muted there for a second. Yeah, let me look around the room as well.
Oh, fine.
All right, so each of you roll perceive.
I got a 7, so one question, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was perceive? I don't have
plus whiz.
Plus whiz. Uh-oh. All right. 5. I'll mark my experience.
Nice.
So I will ask, where is the shiny stone of the stone fist? What was it?
Hold on. I have that.
The sparkling shiny stone of the stone fist,
That sounds about right.
which was stolen by the rock fist. Treachery.
The sparkling shiny rock of the stone fist, guarded by the rock fist, has promised to sell it to Lord Spinkertan. Okay.
Oh, Lord Spinkertan.
So, Chiquint, you glance around and you see on the level below you there are a group of cultists kind of gathered around one of the crates of props, and you think it might be in there just because, or if it is in this room. You'd think that there's probably something valuable in there.
It's a big crate that says rock fist.
Yeah, it doesn't say rock fist. It just has a crude glyph of a fist that seems to be made of stone, and about 4 cultists guarding it.
All right. Quintus's question: what's the most dangerous thing in here?
The ogre.
Well, the ogre seems to be pretty subdued.
I know it's not the ogre.
There is that dragon.
There is not a dragon.
Oh.
It really depends. Currently, it is the cultists because they have run of the place, and if they find you out, they will likely, do all kinds of terrible things to you. However, if you can see that the set pieces, the various defunct rooms, are lined up like scenery, like unused scenery. So there's probably some kind of trap that you can spring. If you can let the undead on the lower level out of their cage, that would probably make them the most dangerous thing. If you freed the ogre from its chains, it would become the most dangerous thing.
How do they move the rooms around?
They are on treads. The sets seem to break up into discrete pieces, and they're all on kind of skids that run along treads. And you see that they run up to the freight elevator. You'd guess there's probably a continuation of the track or whatever on that, so that they can move the sets between levels. But it's definitely it breaks down into 4 or 6 or 8 units that they move piece by piece and assemble wherever they need it.
Cool.
I'm thinking maybe I should go free those undead dudes. We have a lot in common.
They are your people.
Oh, what? You gonna go feed them to your blob friend too?
Well, I mean, only if they wanted me to.
So Quintus is thinking he's going to sneak down and try to unlock that.
Okay. Meanwhile, Gidwin, you are also poking around.
Right.
And What exactly are you doing to take a look around in here?
Well, I'm an idiot. I probably just sort of start walking out and looking.
All right. So these guys are just kind of like hanging back and staying out of sight. You just kind of like walk out into the middle of the open room and start glancing around. When you like bump into somebody, you look down, and it is a halfling wearing the filigreed and gilded robe of one of the higher level cultists, and he looks up at you and he says, "You acolyte, why don't you watch where you're going?" And
Oh, pardon me.
what's your assignment?
Oh, I have to find the glowing, shiny rock of the rock fest.
It's down on the lower level. It's under guard.
All right, thanks. And I'll head off toward the lower level.
All right. He calls after you. Wait just a minute.
Okay.
What is your name? I don't recognize you from the ceremonies.
Oh, I wasn't at any ceremonies. My name's Kidwin.
Are you one of the contestants who escaped?
Escaped what?
The set. Are you one of the missing contestants?
I don't think so. I haven't escaped anywhere in a while.
I'm gonna say make a saving throw using charisma. Wait, what's Gidwin's intelligence?
-1.
Okay, I'm gonna say reverse that and roll with that.
You mean reverse it?
Make it positive.
Okay. So 13.
Is he really dumb enough to sell this?
I rolled a 12. Oh, wait a second. I'm sorry. Hold on. I rolled 1d12.
Oh, wow.
All right, I got a 6.
From the highest of highs to the lowest of lows.
That was unfortunate.
That low could have been lower, but it doesn't really matter. You
So
could burn a point of luck.
You rolled a 6, or you rolled a 5, and it became.
I rolled a 5, and then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe I should burn a luck. I kind of want to get away with this.
Okay. So he kind of like scowls at you and he says, "Well, I could use someone else on the Pit of Horror set. Come with me."
Okay.
And he starts leading
Oh, wait.
you.
Can we get the rock first?
There'll be time for that later.
Oh, all right, good.
First, we need to assemble the Pit of Horrors.
Pit of Horrors? What's in there?
You've never watched the contestants go through the Pit of Horrors before?
No, my mom likes to watch though.
Well, let me tell you, there's usually a terrible surprise down there. One time we filled it with trash and an otyug. One time we sharpened spikes and lined the floor with them. This time, well, we're kind of leaning
Jell-O.
back on the old standards.
But it's sugar free.
Oh God, no!
Damn.
Wait, you guys haven't put ogres in there?
Ogres? No, we have not.
We've literally put them everywhere else, except for there. We
thought we would we thought we had been leaning a little bit hard on the ogres this run, but you're right, Acolyte. The confined spaces would drive them to violence and madness rather quickly. That's a good idea. I like the way you think.
Terrifying. Thank you, sir.
Anyway, he says, "Follow me," and he leads you over toward the stairway that leads up to the third level.
All right, I'll keep following him.
All right. So you all watch Gidwin walk out, or do you?
I think I'm standing there looking at Quintus and saying, "What is he doing?"
I don't know. As long as he's not getting us all killed, I'm okay with it.
I mean, okay, but I feel like we're kind of on a clock now.
I mean, weren't we always? And in all fairness, he's the only one that didn't get what he was looking for, so we could just leave.
No, we all agreed to sticking it together through the end.
Yeah, but he just walked off with that guy. Anyway, I'm going to go let those zombies out of the cage. I'll be right back. And I'm going to go head off to the cage full of undead.
Okay. Do you have a stealth move as a thief?
I believe I do. Move silently. Yes, when you sneak from one place to another, name a goal within sight and roll plus dex. So I'm heading to the cage.
Yep.
All right, roll plus dex. That is a 6. All right. So I fail.
Okay. In that case,
This is going. I'm not even rolling real dice, and I'm still rolling like shit.
Yeah. So am I.
I rolled pretty well when I rolled the wrong kind of dice.
Yeah, well, what would happen if I rolled 1d12? Let's just see. That's an 11. Wow, that's okay.
Let's change the way the game is played and start rolling 1d12.
Let's change all the rules. Okay, so Quintus, you are doing all kinds of crazy stealth ninja bullshit, like ducking around corners and hiding behind things. You jump into you hear two acolytes coming with something, and you jump into an open crate, hoping that they won't notice you and that they'll pass you by.
Mm-hmm.
However, instead of passing you by, they set down whatever they're carrying over the crate that you're in. It sounds very heavy and full of coins, actually.
Oh.
And then they proceed to sit on top of it. You can kind of hear this in the darkness, and they start talking. Just, hey, did you hear that they can't find the contestants? Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I thought we weren't supposed to, allow that to happen. I don't think the conjurers know exactly what they're doing anymore. I think it's all just a big front. Yeah, you're probably right. It would go along with the whole central tenet of our faith and everything. So what do you do?
That's a good question. Quintus is...
I want to start moving in the direction of Gidwin.
Okay. What are you doing with the followers? Dennis, Okan, Shannon, and...
all our entourage?
Your entourage.
Shannon, keep an eye on... Shannon and Bestulman, keep an eye on Okan. Make sure he doesn't say anything. And everybody just hold back here. We'll be right back.
Bestulman pulls out the dagger and holds it to Okan's testicles.
I mean, yeah, okay.
And then he pulls out a necklace made of testicles around his neck.
Is there any? Can I see it all, Ryan? Like, is there maybe a little crack in the crate that some light is pouring through?
Yeah, you can kind of see like little bits, like you can see the legs of the two cultists who have put the item, whatever it is, on top of the crate you were in. It's like maybe just big enough that you can't like stick your finger through the opening, but it's enough to see out of.
Could I stick my sword through the opening?
It would be kind of difficult to maneuver a sword out.
Yeah, okay.
If you had like a knife or a dagger, I would say sure, but
Yeah, no, unfortunately not. Okay, I'm going to try. I still have what is it here? Shrusira's Accursed Litany.
okay.
It was like that big evil book, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll just do some reading.
That's what I'm debating.
Time to dip into the scroll of dark magic.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna start reading Shrusira's Accursed Litany.
Oh God. So I'm gonna say that I think Shrusira's Accursed Litany was a scroll, wasn't it? It was a.
I thought it was a book that was like bound and chained and like dripping with bad
Something.
stuff. I remember Spider Brarian said it was bad, so Quintus stole it.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that we see you like, well, I might as well give it a try, and you begin to like pull the chains off, and as soon as you open the cover of the book, it floods the little area that you're in with light. We cut to outside. And the two cultists are just sitting there talking to each other, having that conversation. And there's just like light spilling out of the cracks of the crate that they're leaning on, and they have no idea. So Chaquint, you are a magic user and do not have the thief move. So why don't you give me a saving throw using Dex?
To like sneak or something?
Yeah, or if you can make an argument like, how are you?
I'm just kind of like walking with a purpose towards Gidwin.
Okay, so do you want to sneak using charisma to like you look like you know where you're going?
Sure.
Okay. Since I think that's a much better roll for you.
Yep. And I rolled a 12.
Nice.
Sneak with charisma.
I have a clipboard. I belong here.
Exactly.
You just gotta. I'm gonna say, yeah. You pick up like a prop list, and there's like a cart with different boxes and stuff on it, and you start looking at it and marking things off, and then you push the cart in a direction that makes it look like you know where you're going. You saw that that Gidwin and the conjurer he was with went up the stairs to the third level. So you see the freight elevator passing by. You flag them down as they're going up, and they stop for you, and you wheel your little cart on, and signal that you're going up, and they take you up. So Gidwin.
Yep.
The gentleman you're with, the halfling, leads you over to what is essentially like 6 really big like panels, maybe like 20 feet high and probably like 20 more feet on a side. The pit of horrors is right this way. The pieces of it are not yet assembled. I'm trying to get together a work crew to put it on the third level.
Aren't we on the third level?
Yes, yes. But we have to move it to the active area.
Why don't we just make this area active?
Oh no, that would be extraordinarily bad. If the contestants ever got back here, they could wreak havoc.
How could they do that?
Oh, any number of ways. Our control room is just down that way. I'm sure they could probably find some juicy weapons in with some of our props. We usually sprinkle in a good one every now and then, but those are under lock and key on this level. And he points down to like a long cabinet-looking thing with a lock on it.
Down the floor or down?
Down on the third level. It further into the room.
Okay, so not down, like left over.
Yeah, left over.
Yeah. So you wouldn't want a contestant to get into that box?
Oh, absolutely not. That would be extraordinarily bad.
Well, I have an idea then.
Okay.
I'll open it, and you give it to me, and I'll make sure no contestants get it.
Well, you see, that's sort of the purpose of the lock. You see, only I have the key, and as long as no contestants know that I have the key, they won't be able to get into the locked cabinet.
But I'm better than a lock.
Are you?
Yeah, one time I held the door closed against an ogre who was trying to get through the door.
No lock could have done that.
That's right.
What did you say your name was again?
Oh, Gidwin.
Gidwin, yes. Right. Look, why don't we just focus on the Pit of Horrors?
Right. And then the stone, right?
Say again?
And then the stone after that.
Oh, yes. Well, once it's assembled, we can put the stone in it. And then whoever... Oh, no. That's not the way that works. We usually put our prizes in dangerous or precarious positions. You seem really, really new. Have you not ever been through one of the rituals before?
Did you take the orientation?
I had this pamphlet, but I can't really read.
Ah, that explains it. Well, you see, what happens is we draw these rubes into our game, and we make them think that they're going to win all sorts of prizes, and they invariably get themselves killed and become sacrifices to our god when they die horribly.
Wow, that's pretty horrible.
Yes. Well, we do worship a god of lies.
Why would you do that?
Because he grants us powers over the minds of the weak and untold riches and prosperity, provided that we maintain regular sacrifices, of course.
Oh. But
anyway, so you try to say something, and then he just launches into this like proselytizing speech about why one might worship Fesseroth. How powerful he is, how he grants them, with enough study, the power to cast illusions that are indistinguishable from reality, grants them the ability to, bend the minds of the weak and make them believe anything. And it's really up to you how much Gidwin is paying attention, but he's really just like going on and on.
After his whole big speech, Goodwin goes, "Well, it sure is lucky I don't have a weak mind then."
Yes, of course. Well, you've chosen to be on the right side of things.
I always choose the right side of things.
Anyway, you wait here, and I will go. Fetch some other acolytes, and we can begin to prepare the pit. And he gives you.
That sounds good. I'll go get to the rock so we can prepare the pit.
He goes, please don't. Remember, I have the only key. No one else gets in.
Wait. That key's for the rock?
I'm sorry. I thought you meant the cabinet. I thought you said lock, not rock.
Oh no, rock.
Well, once the pit is assembled, we can place the shiny stone within it, and then whoever wants to get to it will have to fight 2 terrifying ogres.
That sounds harder than taking it from a box.
Oh, it will be much, much harder.
All right, well, you go find some advocates, and I'll wait here with the pit of terrible.
All right, then. He turns and kind of strides off, further down the level, looking to pick up some acolytes to assemble this thing.
Yeah, he immediately turns away and starts walking toward the box with the stone in it.
Okay. About this time, Chaquint, the freight elevator reaches the 3rd level, and there's like a track
right back.
Okay. There's like a track that slots into place, and the elevator operator like motions you to get off. And using your supreme confidence in looking like you belong there and you know exactly where you're going and what you should be doing, you blend right in, and you come across Goodwin walking over to a locked cabinet. So what do you guys do?
No, not the locked cabinet. I'm going toward the stone.
Okay, the stone is back on level 1.
Yeah, I know.
So he's coming towards me. Has the half boss already left?
Yes, he is not within earshot, but he is kind of like pulling people who are loitering and like pointing them down over toward you. So there are some bored-looking lower-level acolytes who are sort of like shuffling their way over to you.
Goodwin, what are you doing?
Oh, the stone is downstairs. I'm gonna go get it.
Okay, but like, why did you come up here?
Oh, the short guy told me to.
Back.
I mean, okay. Oh.
And then he told me that the rock I'm looking for is in that box on the 1st floor. And he also told me to make sure no contestants get into that box over there, and he has the only key. He said it would be horrible. So I'm going to make sure no contestants get in here at all.
Wait. Goodwin, we're contestants.
Oh, no.
You know that, right?
We are?
Yes.
I probably should have told him that when he asked.
No, don't tell anyone that. We need to get in that box because it would be horrible if we got in there. For them, the ogre people. The ogre cultists, cult ogres.
So instead of putting the ogres in the box of horrors, we would go make the horror box this whole place.
Yes. This would be the horror box.
Wow, I like the way you think. Who would have ever come up with a plan like that?
Do you think you can break that lock?
Yeah, I do. And if we can't, we can just go kill that short guy and steal his key.
Okay, that sounds like a pretty good plan B. Although I, prefer not to kill anyone.
Goodwin will turn back around and head toward the locked box.
Okay. So I will navigate away. We'll leave you guys there for a moment. Quintus,
Yeah.
You have been poring over this this forgotten tome of ancient evil,
Mm-hmm.
and you start to hear a voice, kind of low, sultry, um, seductive kind of voice, kind of gender neutral, but it seems to like thrum through your mind and every fiber of your being.
Definitely a halfling.
Wow.
Hello there, halfling zombie. You seem to be in a bit of a tough predicament.
I mean, you could say I'm in a bit of a pickle, as in pickles get stuffed in barrels.
Well, if you like, I can assist you in extricating yourself. If you would perhaps agree to a small favor.
And who are you?
Oh, my name isn't important. But if you want, you can call me. What the hell is the name of this? You can call me Shurasira.
Shurasira. Okay. And, what's this favor you want?
Oh, I would really appreciate it if you would agree to recite the first quatrain of the litany.
And what's that going to do?
Oh, it will free me from my imprisonment.
Hmm. Is that going to hurt me?
Not directly. You free me from my imprisonment, and I will free you from yours, and we will consider the matter closed.
I mean, that does seem like a pretty fair trade. Do I get to pick the manner in which I am freed?
How would you like to be freed?
Uh, well, hmm. I'm thinking, the top of this box goes exploding off, and I come floating out, wreathed in beautiful glowing lights, and then blasts shoot out from that light and open every lock in this room.
Oh, that is devious. That is devious, my zombie friend. I like it.
Excuse me, whoever you are, I don't really like that word. I prefer living impaired.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not mean to be insensitive.
Well,
Aeons
it's
and
okay.
aeons of imprisonment in a
No,
cursed
things change.
tome.
I've been dealing with this really racist elf, and it's just you hit a tipping point.
Oh, elves are the worst.
They're terrible. Are you gonna kill them all?
I, eventually, I think that might be a consequence. But
They're definitely on the list.
yes, they're on the list. Believe me, I've got a list.
Oh, okay. But I'm not on the list. You said.
Not yet.
Well, are you gonna put me on the list?
Not if you don't cross me.
Okay. How will I know if I'm gonna cross you, though?
Oh, you'll know.
Okay. Look, I don't want to cross you. That's why I'm asking.
I
Cause
appreciate that.
you seem like a decent being.
Of
And
course.
I don't want to. I don't want to get on your bad side, especially if you're helping me out. So is this what?
You need the first quatrain of the litany, and I will free you in the manner that you requested. And then
What would I get for 2 quatrains of the litany?
2 quatrains. Well, I could perhaps, if you survived with your sanity intact, offer you riches beyond your wildest dreams and power, Once I make my conquest, of course.
Oh, naturally. And how many quatrains does this litany have?
207.
Okay, well that's a bit much. Two sounds good. So I read 1, you bust me out of here. I read 2, I get riches beyond my wildest dreams, and I'm definitely not on your.
Well, as I said, that is contingent upon you staying in my good graces once you have freed me. But I think that we will get along just fine. I've looked into your heart, and you seem perfectly reasonable. Did I lose you guys?
No.
No, I think we lost Alex.
Uh-oh.
Voice in my head? Is that me or you?
We lost you for a while.
Yeah, you cut off.
Oh, it was me. Okay. So are all those quatrains in this book?
They are indeed.
Huh. Okay. So why don't I start with 1, and if that goes well, I'll do another.
Very well.
All right. What page?
The book jolts in your hand and flips to a specific page with a big numeral 1 and then a quatrain.
Oh, that's pretty easy. Okay. And does like intonation matter? Do I have to do like a dramatic reading or just like a regular old just read the words?
The words will take care of themselves as you pronounce them.
Gotcha. Okay. And Quintus starts reading the first quatrain.
Okay. So I'm going to say roll me plus nothing.
Okay. 6. That's a 5.
Okay.
Do I mark XP for that?
Yeah, you do.
Good.
Klaatu, Barada.
Worth it.
Yeah. I'm gonna say burn a D4 of either wisdom or intelligence, your choice.
Well, wisdom is one of 2 scores I have a positive number in. So I'm going to go with intelligence. 1d4?
1d4.
1d4. Oh, a 1. Okay. Permanent or temporary?
Temporary.
Intelligence or yeah, okay. So my intelligence. Okay.
And then if it drops your score to a lower modifier, modify your score.
No, not yet.
So anyway, these two guys who are having that conversation, stop because the world starts to thrum with the intonations of your voice, Quintus.
Mm-hmm.
Gidwin and Chaquint, you guys hear it from the 3rd level. Quintus's voice sounding profane syllables in a language long forgotten that you shudder to hear and can't quite comprehend.
Oh no, Gidwin, just cover your ears for a minute.
Gidwin looks horrified and says, "Oh no, he's gonna set off another one of those sound traps."
I cover my ears.
I guess I'll cover my ears after he tells me this.
Quintus, you feel the power of this stanza, this quatrain, flowing through you as you are narrating. You're narrating the passage of time. You understand what you're saying for a fleeting moment, and then the understanding passes through you, and it like tears itself away from you, tearing part of your intellect along with it. And by the end of it, you're just like sounding out idiot syllables, but you are proclaiming them. You are shouting them in triumph. And as you pronounce the last syllable, the crate on top of you explodes, sending coins and the two acolytes who are sitting talking to each other splaying across the room. You float out of the crate, wreathed in light, eyes glowing, and purplish blue lightning bolts shoot from your halo, and one of them hits the lock with the prison cell of the undead and shatters it. One of them breaks the chain of the ogre that is tied up on the first floor. There's a chest. There's a lightning bolt that shoots through the floor, the ceiling on your level, Quintus, the floor on your level, Gidwin and Chaquint, and destroys the lock on the cabinet.
When that happens, Gidwin goes, "Oh, I did it!"
When you said he's just like blurting out idiot syllables, I just imagine Quintus singing the Scatman song for some reason. Whatever it was.
It's like scat singing in Abyssal. It's
you guys ever seen the Charles Manson scat singing thing?
No, I have not.
I don't think I want to.
It's a lot like that, though. There was an interview he gave, and they asked him if he felt blame for any of the things he did, and then he just trailed off into saying like "scoobity boppity boppity doo dop dop," and somewhere out there, someone made it into a scat song.
Dear God. So anyway, there's like a beat of silence, and then the place erupts in chaos as the undead shamble from their containment, and the ogre begins like picking up acolytes and smashing them into the ground, and the whole place goes batshit nuts. So what do you do?
I grab Gidwin's shoulder and say, "I think we better get in that cabinet now."
All right, let's open up the cabinet.
Okay. There is inside one of any weapon you could possibly think of. So let me know. Rocket launcher.
No.
Any
nunchucks.
Fireball wand.
Fire wand. Great. You've got one. You've got two, in fact. You can Chow Yun Fat them. Hold on one second. I want to. There we go. Freebooters on the Frontier. All right, I'm going to say that those fire wands are they do a D10 of damage, but it's the better of 2D10.
Okay.
Gidwin, how about you? What are you grabbing?
Each or together?
I'm going to say together.
Yep.
Can I find... I want to make it another spear because I can use my my favorite weapon movement still. But could it be like, let's say, about like a lightning spear?
Lightning spear.
Of returning. This is a D&D game. You've got to add of returning.
Oh yeah, you can add a magical effect. All right. So a spear is 1d8 damage, but since these are the best weapons, it is the better of 2d8.
Lightning spear of returning.
It has the tags throw, reach, near, and it is 2 weight.
Can you guys grab me a dagger?
I don't know. Is there a dagger in there for him?
Of course. Quintus.
Yes.
What kind of crazy ass magical dagger would you like?
I think it's a dagger of abyssal frost.
Okay.
It curses you and freezes you.
Okay. So I'm going to say that the dagger of abyssal frost will deal the better of 1d4 plus 2 damage. It has the tags pierce, precise, and hand. It is 0 weight. And as an alternative to dealing damage, you can freeze your foe in abyssal frost that will eventually thaw.
Wait, what tags you said? Pierce, hand.
Pierce, precise, and hand.
Precise, that was it. Okay.
So pierce means it cuts off 1 armor. Precise means you roll hack and slash using dex instead of strength. And hand is you have to be close to somebody in order to use it. All right. So Quintus, you alight on the ground, and the book turns a page, and you see a second numeral and a second quatrain, and the voice says to you, "Now, my living impaired friend, if you could please complete our transaction here."
All right. I'll read the second quatrain.
Okay.
To make it more dramatic, can I still be floating and the book is like wreathed in light and floating in front of me?
Sure. I'm gonna say that it is still wreathed in light and floating, but you are not. It puts you down.
Oh, so it's like whole. Okay, that's cool.
It's hovering in front of you, just like at eye level with you.
Mm-hmm.
As you read, so you begin to read, and again, roll me plus nothing.
That's a 7.
Okay. So in that case, I will let you choose. Do you learn a terrible truth about the plans of the entity trapped within the book as you read? Do you burn more of a? You can burn some of the ability score of your choice, or do you attract unwanted attention?
I'll
Learn a
burn
drug
ability score.
You're burning an ability score?
Yeah, temporary, right? Not permanent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do the ability score. D4?
Yeah, D4.
That's another 1. Can I do it off intelligence again?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. It hurts my brain to read.
Chaquint and Gidwin, as you are looting the cabinet of weapons, you hear that mysterious thrum come over reality again, and Quintus's voice begins once again pronouncing these nonsense syllables and abyssal in a language.
I'm gonna stop halfway through. Oh, can we add a little addendum to our agreement?
Very well. What do you require?
Could you kill all the cultists in this? Oh, are the cultists like coming after us, or are they busy with all the things that were unleashed?
Well, you didn't pick that you attracted attention, so they have not noticed. Some of them are looking for you because they, know that somebody here is causing this. The ones on the lower level are dealing with the zombies and the ogre. And the ones on the upper level seem to have noticed Chaquint and Gidwin rifling through the weapon cabinet. So they're coming over to see what that's about.
You guys want me to try to kill them all, or do you want to try out your new weapons?
Whatever.
What if you just injure them all? Then we could have both.
Nah, never mind. I'll just read it.
Okay. So you once again sound out these words. You feel the comprehension and not just the understanding of the book, but your ability to comprehend anything at all burn away from you as you read the last sentence of the stanza. And then the ground rumbles, and you hear that voice, very, very distant, but very loud, very, very, very big, cackling. And then the book sets itself down in your hands and closes itself.
Huh. Okay.
So
that worked out pretty well.
You know what? I did promise you something else. The book sets itself down in your hands, and it has opened to a map.
Oh, a map to what?
There is a fortress marked on the map, with a small note that says that the nobles of this land now swear fealty to Quintus of where are you from? Where are you from, Quintus?
He's from a little town of Barrelfall. Barrelfall. It's at the base of a waterfall, and legend has it that a crazy old halfling went over the waterfall in a barrel and survived, and when he washed up on shore, he decided that's where he would build a town. Did I disappear again?
No.
Oh, okay.
Ryan, are you there?
It wasn't me this time. Yep. God is dead, everyone.
That's cool.
So, how's stuff?
Stuff's pretty good.
Yeah, that's nice.
I mean, it could be better, but it could definitely be worse.
I hear you.
Oh, no way.
How's stuff with you? Oh, Ryan's gone.
Going pretty well. Just chilling.
Chilling like a villain?
No. Like a non-villainous person.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Okay, maybe a little bit villainous.
I'm looking at a tweet from the DEA Chicago office. Do you think that driving while high is safe? False.
Whoa!
Whoa, thanks for that news.
Using
Blast.
any mind. They don't know how hashtag works, so they try to put hashtag mind altering, but they hyphenated mind altering. like you would. So it's just hashtag mind.
Awesome.
Using any mind-altering drug makes it unsafe to drive a car, just like driving after drinking alcohol. Vehicle accidents are the hashtag leading cause of death
So
among
it's-
people.
Does it just say hashtag leading?
They meant number one, and they just forgot the one.
Ryan says I'm experiencing technical difficulties trying to log back in. Vehicle accidents are the hashtag leading cause of death among people aged 16 to 19. Hashtag no to drugs, all in caps.
Wait, so hashtag leading cause of death, is it one word? Leading cause of death?
No, it's hashtag leading cause.
What? Like, how? Like, what is that supposed to lead you to?
I just clicked on it. Let's find out. What else? Let's see. The first tweet that comes up is from August 5th, 2010.
We should start a leading cause campaign where it's
That's the top one. That's
the leading cause of fun. Drugs are the leading hashtag leading cause of fun.
I'm pretty disappointed. I was hoping you'd click on that hashtag, and it would just be a long list of the same fucking DEA office hashtag.
Over and
Well,
over again.
the second tweet that comes up on the latest is that DEA tweet. The third is a GIF of a girl squishing her belly fat.
Okay. Okay, that's
Hashtag please reduce hashtag salt, fat, sugar, starch, carb content to end being the hashtag leading cause of hashtag obesity.
okay.
I see you guys have vamped well while I was away.
Oh, May
We're talking about
30th.
leading
This
causes.
is the fourth one that comes up. Hashtag school shootings. Hashtag leading cause, and a link to a story. Pornography is a quote root cause of school shootings. Tennessee Republican says.
Okay. Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of idiots use that hashtag. Okay.
Not too often. They only come up like there's not that many of them. Good, because it's a stupid hashtag. I wonder what happens if I could hashtag mind. What comes up? Let's see.
Hashtag.
Oh, there's actually accounts. Wow, this one's from 6 minutes ago. Oh, it's a whole bunch of like hippie accounts.
Yeah. Blow your hashtag mind.
Yep.
So getting back to the game.
Right.
Aw, do we have to? We're having so much fun talking about hashtags.
We can always devote some time afterwards to hashtags if you want to.
I don't want to talk about this one hashtag.
Hashtag leading cause.
Yeah.
That's the only one.
It's the hashtag leading cause of digressions on RPG podcasts.
God damn it.
Well, I have to make a tweet right now. Excuse me, guys.
Technically, you are paying for this, Steve. So if you want to stop the game and talk about hashtags, I'm not going to stop you.
I feel I'll just leave the money on the counter. I feel so cheap. No, let's go. Let's do this.
All right. So, Quintus, where are you from?
The little town of Barrel Fall.
Barrow Fall. Okay.
Barrel, like a Barrell.
No. Okay.
Like I said, there was a crazy old halfling who went over a waterfall in a barrel, and he survived. And where the barrel washed against the shore, he decided that's where he was going to found a town.
Okay. So I will make a note of that in my notes here. And I can't because apparently my connection is so bad that I can't even get into Google Docs. Okay. So that's good. If one of you guys can make a note of that under
Yep.
Quintus's character, I would much appreciate that.
I got it.
So the map says the nobles of this land pledge fealty to Quintus of Barrelfall, their mysterious monarch, who will one day return to claim his throne. And you see that you have a There is, like I said, a fortress, a keep set on a hill overlooking what appears to be on the map. Quite a lot of territory.
Wow. Nice. Thank you, disembodied voice.
You get no answer.
Yeah, that's all right. He's probably busy. Where is the land?
You don't know exactly, but somewhere in this world, you have a kingdom.
Nice.
If you can figure out where and get there.
Oh, that's fair. That's probably how it is for most kingdoms.
Yeah, that's the way it works. Mysterious voice from a book asks you to free it, then gives you a kingdom. Yeah.
That's how it happened with me.
Yep.
I haven't found it yet, though.
All right, so Gidwin and Chiquint, you see that halfling and a couple of other acolytes and conjurers. I'm going to say 3 acolytes and 2 conjurers coming over to confront you about what you're doing in the cabinet.
I'm going to say, I'm going to yell, something's going wrong. We have to arm ourselves.
Okay. I'm going to say that you can make a saving throw using charisma, if you like, because that is a plausible thing that you could say.
That's way smarter than what Gidwin was about to say. You're lucky you got it out first.
13.
The 2 conjurers nod at you and begin passing out weapons. One of them turns to you, Chiquint, and says, "Acolyte, we have to get down to the 1st level and subdue that ogre and those undead. They're wreaking havoc."
Subdue an ogre?
Okay. Everyone onto the elevator.
How much would Gidwin die if he jumped down 2 levels onto the ogre?
A lot.
Okay, then I'll take the elevator.
I grab Gidwin's shoulder and hold him back for just a second while the rest get on.
You see Gidwin thinking about leaping off of the 3rd level onto the ogre, and you just kind of like grab him.
Yeah, I'd like to wait until everybody else gets on the elevator really quickly.
Okay.
And then I'd like to cast a spell.
Okay, go ahead.
What do I do here? Where's my sheet? Cast a spell. Okay, roll plus int. 12.
12, okay. Spell goes off. So which one are you casting?
I'm casting Demon of the Helpful Blob.
Okay.
I would like to open up a portal to the demon blob, the helpful blob dimension in the elevator underneath their feet.
Okay.
So I'm going to burn a. I'm using my arcane orb, so that'll give me a +2 to my power, and then I'll burn a spell component, so that'll give me a +1. And I start off with int plus my current level, so 6, so 9. 9 points. I will do a small area. Is it close or within reach?
Yeah, it's within reach.
Okay, so that's 1. Small area is 2, so 3 total so far. Instantaneous, so that's 0. So I have, actually I don't need to burn a spell component then. I'll make it major, so that's 5 points, so that's total of 8. So yeah, 8 points into that.
All right. So the rent in reality opens up under these poor hapless people.
And I yell out, "Make them think they're subjugating people."
Okay, buddy, I can do that. What are they subjugating people for? And then the
Just
tentacles.
generally deceiving them, sacrificing them to their god. The stuff they do around here.
Gotcha. Hey, sure, that sure is a neat trick that they've got. Maybe I'll ask how their god does it. Seems like it might be a good thing to learn.
Could be helpful to both of us.
Hey, I just wanted to say, you've been real good with the sacrifices lately. Anytime you need a favor.
Don't love that word. I mean, they're not really sacrifices. They're more
okay.
Volunteers. Protecting people from otherwise deadly situations.
All right. I can groove with that. Anyway, thank you for sending me so many people to protect in the past couple of days. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
Anything you need from me going forward, you just name it and I'll do my best.
You got it, buddy.
All right. Thanks, pal. I'm gonna go figure out how this whole God of Lies things works. And then they are all like drawn down into the floor, penetrated bodily by tentacles. Some of them like turned upside down and shaken. And then they are all gone.
There's just like a liquidy slurp as they disappear.
Yeah.
Whoa, that elevator's quick.
Yeah, we should take it a little bit slower though while we're going down. So let's head down there.
There's an ogre still.
I mean, we would have had to kill them otherwise. You agree with that, right?
Sure.
I mean, you'd rather live a reasonably good facsimile of your life over being murdered, right?
What's a facsimile?
False life? A fake life. Like a dream. You'd rather have a nice dream over being murdered, wouldn't you?
Sleeping.
Yeah. That's how I see it too. Yeah. All right, let's go down there and give some more people some dreams.
I'm gonna give that ogre my new God damn it, my new spear.
Well, if that's what you want to do, I'm not in a position to stand in your way. I just did sacrifice multiple people to a demon. Anyhow, let's go.
Chiquint, you can take +1 ongoing to cast Demon of the Helpful Blob. Because you have been such a good buddy to it.
Oh God, I don't like where this is going. The road that Chiquint is taking.
I think you're right. It is better to live a pleasant dream than be murdered, I guess.
That's what she's going to continue telling herself.
So the two of you board the elevator. Quintus. You hear someone approaching you, and then you, as you're looking at the map of your new kingdom, someone grabs you from behind and spins you around, and it is the Spider-Brarian, the humanoid Spider-Brarian. And she says, "What have you done?"
You're muted, Alex.
Yes, I was. I was stuck in a box, but I got out. Don't worry about it.
I heard those quatrains you were reading. It spoke to you, didn't it? The voice from the book. It made you promises.
Maybe.
How many you read 2 quatrains?
Maybe.
Then you freed it. Oh no. Oh, This is
Don't worry. It promised me I'm not on its list.
many people are on its list. I should say many peoples. It's bent on cleansing the world. You're probably lucky that you're undead. It likes undead.
No, I mean it did seem like a pretty nice deity.
Not if you're living. Human or elf or dwarf or halfling or, well, really anything.
Okay. Well, I was worried about all the cultists who were going to murder us.
Okay. I'm worried about all the countless thousands that thing that you freed from the book will slaughter if we don't put it back.
Look, one thing at a time. First, we got to go get that fist down there for our friend.
I'm beginning
This
to
sounds
suspect.
like a tomorrow problem.
Yeah.
So go ahead and what do you say to Shannon to make her go along with you for now?
1 second. All right. So my trick of the trade for Quintus is negotiation.
Okay.
So I could spend, basically what that means is when I make a move that falls within an area of my expertise, after I make the roll, I could take +1 to that roll for each point of cunning I choose to spend.
Okay.
So I'm going to try to negotiate with her and say, look, right now we're trapped inside this giant pyramid game show thing, and we can't do anything until we get out of here. Now it's easier for us to get out of here, and we'll be armed with the weapons and knowledge necessary to put what's-its-face back in the who's-a-what's-its.
All right. See how that goes.
So I guess that would be defy danger with charisma.
Yeah. Give me a saving throw with charisma.
That's what I meant.
Or I think there actually is a negotiate move. Hang on. When you want something from someone that they don't want to give up, make your case and roll. So you want her to shut up about this ancient evil that you freed from a book.
Right.
Make your case and roll plus ka.
All right. So I got my charisma is +1. So I am at 9, and I am going to spend a cunning to bring me up to 10. My cunning is equal to my current level plus my INT bonus, a minimum of 1. So it's 3. So I spend 1 point of cunning to bring me up to a 10.
All right.
So a 10, they name their absolute minimum price.
She does not trust you. So she rummages around in her bag, and she says, "Okay, I'll help you. I'll help you out of this, but we're going to need to travel to the Blasted Lands, and you're going to have to read the final quatrain in reverse in order to put it back in the book."
Okay. Yeah, that sounds easy.
It is a journey of many miles, and there will be many foes and many of its minions arrayed against us as we travel.
Well, that's good, because I got to find this kingdom that's mine now. It's I don't know where it is. It's out there somewhere. Maybe I'll find it along the way.
Making this pledge will definitely put you on the list. But I want you to swear to me that if we make it out of here, you will undertake this journey and undo the great evil that you have done on the world?
Quintus is going to put his fingers behind his back and puts his hand behind his back and crosses his fingers. And it's like, yeah, sure.
Very well.
You know, that means like I don't. That means like I don't really promise.
Yeah. So that's her minimum price was that you promised her you would do this. If you renege on that promise, then you've made an enemy of a giant spider. What's the word I'm looking for? Alchemist and spider-brarian. So she like puts her hand on your shoulder, on either shoulder, and she says, and know this, Quintus, if you renege on this promise, if you go back on it, I will spin you up in a web and I will suck the life out of you and leave you as a drying, rotting husk.
What life? I'm already dead.
You're already a drying, rotting husk.
Yeah.
She looks at you and she goes, "There's still plenty of protein in there."
Huh. Okay.
Hey, guys!
Hey, how's it going?
So, everything okay?
Yeah, it's great. Spider-Brarian here just wanted me to swear to go on a journey with her to return an ancient evil to this book.
I think your friend freed an ancient evil from this tome. It's going to cleanse the world of all life.
Maybe.
Oh, you really should cast a geese on him.
Is the life dirty?
I mean,
Everything.
that I wasn't on his list.
He's given me his assurances, Chaquint. That's good enough for me for now. First, we need to focus on getting out of here so that we can rescue the world from the horrific evil that your friend here has unleashed upon it.
Okay, well, Quintus, I just want you to know that I have a lot of friends and family in the world, and I wouldn't want to have to spare you from death.
Wait, what?
You know, I wouldn't want to have to put you in a place where you'll have nice dreams if you don't help us fix what you've done.
I'm good at dreaming too.
I don't follow. Did something happen while I was in the box?
I don't want to have to feed you to the blob. So, let's all work together here. Seems like we've got a lot of stuff to do now. Yay! Go team! Let's help everyone.
Okay.
You hear a scream, and a body flailing and shouting comes flying up, and smashes into a pile of crates and props next to you. The person has obviously broken their neck and died. You look down and you see that the cultists are most definitely losing this fight to the undead and the ogre.
Oh, that's a lot of shinies you got. Did you grab me one?
Oh yeah, here.
Shiny? Where's the shiny rock? It's on this floor.
No, it's on the first floor with all of the zombies and the rampaging ogre. So the Stuhlman marches Okan up, still holding his knife at Okan's balls. And he says once again, "My teeth hurt."
Bestulman, you've been doing a wonderful job. Here, let me give you. I'll hand Bestulman 10 silver.
He immediately puts it in his coin purse, and looks at you and says, in like a perfectly lucid, refined manner, "Thank you, sir. My wife and children will really appreciate that."
Of course, and don't worry. There's much more in it for you. You're definitely have earned a fair cut of this treasure.
My hair is arguing with itself.
Okay, well, you sort that out, and we'll sort this out. Let's go find that shiny rock.
All right, so you guys are on the second level.
Oh.
There are a couple of ways you can approach this. You can just you can just go down the stairs and like wade through the undead. You can try to rig up something to get you like across to where the jewel is. You could go with Gidwin's idea from before. Jump from the second level is not quite as lethal.
That won't murder me?
That won't murder you.
All
Wait,
right,
maybe-
that's what I'm going to do.
Maybe Quintus and I can like grab your ankles and just kind of lower you down, and you'll just hang upside down and reach in there and grab it.
I'm not that strong.
I mean, there are others with us. Shannon looks pretty strong.
But if I don't jump, I can't land on the ogre and kill it.
Okay, fair point. But keep in mind that ogre is killing the cult ogres, which isn't a bad thing. But there are the undead, so you do whatever makes you feel best.
I should point out the shiny rock is probably about like 30 or 40 feet into the sea of ogres. It's each level is like it's a tiered overhang.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
I'm dead.
So there's some stuff, there's some stuff like under you that you can't quite see. The box with the rock in it is not within reach, so you couldn't like dangle down to the first level and grab it.
Okay. So that was a dumb idea.
Do you guys think those undead are going to attack me? Because I'm undead?
I mean, it's a testable hypothesis that they won't.
Shannon, you're all smart. What do you think?
I don't know. I've never read anything about a lucid undead. Most of them lose their faculties.
Can I roll to establish?
Sure.
Six plus 3. 13.
Okay.
Nice.
In that case, the judge will tell you a relevant truth or ask you to establish one. In that
I just want to point out that I am rolling in Discord. Alex can see my rolls.
Yeah.
And I just always choose to go with my strengths, and that's why I always get good rolls.
Also, you're a dirty cheater who hacked the Discord.
I did. Fuck the Discord.
I was going to say you were the one who brought in that bot, were you not?
You know what? Let's not get into the details here.
I'm going through a lot of trouble to cheat. I just make up numbers.
Thanks, Paul.
Oh,
13.
All right.
Yeah.
So in that case, I will say, Chiquint, you know that what's his name? Quintus will likely be able to pass among all of the undead unharassed, undeterred. They will probably naturally accept him as one of their own, even if he displays signs that he is still cognizant and not just like a mindless flesh-eating beast. However, being among them might have a deleterious effect on Quintus's psyche, because he might, like, if he happens to like tap into the herd mentality of the zombies, he could get distracted and perhaps like veer off topic, off mission.
Okay, well, Quintus, according to Cyto Jobulon's treatise on undeadery, you should be able to move through them freely, but you may lose a bit of yourself. And
Oh, well, then I'm not doing it.
kind of want to join in the herd.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, that makes sense. So someone else could do it then.
Just want you to know that Cyto Jobulon is something that you can roll as a name in Freebooters on the Frontier.
Cytojobulon. That's a pretty good name.
Yeah, that is a wonderful name. So Shannon says yes, but if anyone else does it, Quintus, they could get eaten.
Yeah.
I could maybe cast a spell on you to protect your mind.
Oh, and what? Feed me to your blob friends?
No. A completely different spell. You know the shield spell that I cast on you the other day? This would be a shield spell centered on your mind.
Maybe Quintus opens up the book again and starts flipping through the pages. Maybe there's something in here.
No. I closed the book. Maybe we should put that back in the chained up box for now.
It's all right. I put it in my bag.
Okay, well, you do you. Maybe keep it in the bag. No more reading.
All right, you could try your spell.
All right, so I want to try to shield his mind.
Okay. Which spell are you casting? I'll let you choose. You can risk casting a spell, or you can help or hinder him and give him +1 forward to whatever roll he needs to make. Probably plus whiz or plus int.
Yeah, I'll just help. I'll help or hinder. So a +1. Or what? Does that work for you, Alex?
Yeah, sure.
Or do you want me to roll?
No, it's fine. I can do that.
Okay.
All right. Shaquint, what are you doing to help? And Quintus, are you like waiting for him to do this, waiting for her to do this rather, or are you like pushing on, and
No, I'll wait for her to do whatever it is she's gonna do.
So I'm casting my spell, Shield of the Viridian Pattern.
Okay.
And so I guess little green kind of I always kind of do rune magic. So I start drawing with my orb a rune on his forehead.
Okay.
That doesn't actually, I don't actually even touch his skin, but it creates a green pattern across his forehead.
Okay. Protecting your mind. So go ahead and roll to help.
Okay, so what do I roll to help?
Sorry, you say what ability you use, so I guess that's plus int.
Okay.
And then you roll plus int.
7.
7. Okay. Quintus takes +1 or -2, but you expose yourself to danger, retribution, or some other cost. You ask the judge what. And the judge tells you that in order to maintain the protection, you have to stay within a couple of feet of Quintus.
Okay. Can I stay on the second floor and walk above him?
I'm going to say that depending on where he goes, yes, you can. But if he moves out of your zone of influence, then your protection will fail.
Okay.
Oh boy. So what do I get to roll?
Well, how are you getting down? First of all, are you just taking the stairs and walking through?
Yeah, sure.
All right. In that case, I will let you choose. You can roll plus int or plus whiz to resist the effects. As you walk down the stairs, you hear the groaning of the undead, and you smell the living flesh, the sweet aroma of live flesh, and you want so badly to just lose yourself and abandon yourself into run forward and feast with your brothers and sisters.
Oh boy. I'm gonna roll whiz. Do I get a bonus from Steve?
Yes, you get +1.
All right. That's a total of 9.
9. Okay. So I will let you. I'm going to say that keeping it together, keeping your focus is going to take all your concentration. So take -1 ongoing until you are removed from this situation or you give in.
Okay.
As you make your way through the sea of undead, there are so many of them. Some of them are feasting on falling cultists. One of the cultists is still alive and screaming as they pull his innards out.
That looks good.
It looks so tasty. But you shake it off, and you begin walking forward toward your goal. When you're about halfway there, the ogre lifts a cultist, a screaming cultist, and begins to bash it against the wall in your path. You can either try to sneak. You don't. It hasn't noticed you, and even though the undead are ignoring you because to them you're just another one.
Right.
The ogre is still a very viable and prevalent source of danger. So what do you do?
I will try to sneak past him, I guess.
Okay. So go ahead and make your move. Before you do that, how exactly are you sneaking past him? Are you just trying to walk underneath it as it bashes this guy to death against the wall? Or are you gonna walk around it?
Can I use my silently move to sneak from one place to another?
You can. I'm just asking, how are you doing that?
I'm going to try to. So you say he's bashing a cultist against the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to try to go behind him while he's busy.
Okay.
All right, so I roll plus dex. Do I still have the +1 from Steve, or is that only for not?
That's only for yeah. That's only for your resistance roll. You still have the -1 ongoing because you're distracted.
Well, then in that case, that's a 3.
Okay.
On my way to level 4.
All right. So you mark XP.
Oh yeah.
And the ogre doesn't notice you, but it drops the lifeless corpse of the cultist that it was just smashing into the wall, right in your path. And it's very mashed and bleeding all over the place, but you just get that primal insatiable hunger that wells up within you. So what do you do?
Wait, Ryan, what does the corpse taste like?
It tastes like all of the finest foods that Quintus loves.
Would I have to roll to resist chowing down?
Yeah.
Would that be wisdom again?
Yeah, and you can have that +1. Just Chiquint is still following above and maintaining the spell.
Well, that's a 9. So I'm thinking, can I just like grab a severed arm and munch on it as I go?
Okay.
That's good. Oh, yeah.
Quintus, it is delicious.
Oh, wait a second. I have my undead move. Where is it? When I consume living flesh, I get +1 forward.
Okay, yeah, that cancels out your penalty. Because you did give in just a little bit, but you're still holding it together.
Yeah.
Chiquint, you look down and you see Quintus stop for a little snack and then like tear an arm off of this guy and keep going toward the box. So what do you do?
Okay. He's a little peaked. I understand. I guess I'll try to keep up with him.
Okay. So here's where it gets a little difficult. You're getting toward the end of where the second level platform ends.
Okay.
Where it drops off, but there is sort of it's not quite a catwalk. It's really more of like a scaffold, like you would hang stage lights from. So it's very narrow and hanging off against the wall and kind of wobbly. So if you wanna follow him any further, you're gonna have to climb out onto that.
Whoa. Okay. Well, I know my limitations, and that is one of them. I will yell down to Quintus. Okay, Quintus, that's as far as I can go. Good luck.
Hey, what? Oh, yeah.
You turn to face him, and he's just standing there at the edge of the platform. What do you do, Quintus?
I keep going.
Okay.
And flip them off.
Wait. I will call Threve.
Okay.
I would like to call Threve and ask him to carry me over Quintus.
Okay.
Flying.
Let's see. When you order or expect a follower to do something dangerous, degrading, or contrary to their instincts, I wouldn't say that.
I think it has the move mount, right?
Yeah. So it's do their thing. When you have a follower do something chancy within the scope of their tags or moves, roll plus quality.
And its quality is 1. Where is it? There's 3. Quality is 1. Yes.
Okay.
12.
Okay. So this terrifying 3-headed bird from another dimension.
Another dimension.
Pushes through the rest of the crowd, like standing around on the second level, past Bestulman and Okan and Shannon and Gidwin, and bounds up to Chiquint, and Chiquint, you are hoisted onto its back, and then Threve begins flapping its wings and circling above Quintus. Gidwin, meanwhile, you see the ogre has found something interesting and shiny in a box. Below you, it appears to be like a piece of human-sized plate mail that it picks up and begins to like try to wear as a gauntlet of some kind. It's picking up like chest plates and sticking them on its wrists and like posing and shadow boxing, and it's standing right under you, like if
There's
you
no one to stop me from jumping this time, is there?
no there is not.
All right, so I've got to move. It's no guts, no glory. When you charge headlong into battle against overwhelming odds, does this count?
One-on-one against an ogre, yeah, I would say that's pretty overwhelming.
All right, so I get to burn 1 wisdom and roll plus whiz. So let me do that. Make up a number for that one. Is it 2d6? Plus my wisdom. Yeah, I got a 6.
Okay.
Where is that? On a 6, mark XP and choose 1. So the options are: you have 1 armor until you're incapacitated. The opposition is interested in only you until you're incapacitated. I'm gonna go with take plus 1 ongoing until you suffer damage.
Okay.
And I get the mark of experience. And then I will jump directly onto its head and stab him with my spear.
Okay. So...
Or I won't jump on his head. I'll spear him in the head. I'll probably land on a different part of him.
Okay. It's gonna move like slightly out of the way. I'm gonna say that's your failure. You realize after like mid leap that it's just going to move right out of your way, and instead of stabbing it, you land on its head, but you don't land like with your spear point first. Your spear just like dangles harmlessly over its back, and you are now clinging to this thing's head. So what do you do?
Am I on the back or the front of his head?
I'm gonna say that you'll like splayed over the front of the top of his face and head, with your feet dangling over its face, and you're like leaning over its head.
All right, so I'm like half on the front, half on the back.
Yeah, you're facing its back. Mm-hmm.
And my feet are towards its face?
Yeah, your feet are towards its face.
Well, then I'm going to try and stab it in the back with my spear.
Okay. Go for it.
All right, I'm going to use that new one. 2d8, and I take the better of 2. 2d8s, yes.
First you have to roll for it. What is it?
Oh, right, yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you don't just deal damage.
I do. It's strength?
Yep.
Okay. I rolled a 4, and my modifier is 3, 5, 6. So I got a 7.
All right, so you're gonna get to damage it, but it is not happy about you being on its face. So after you stab it, it is going to like grab you by the back of your, probably by like the back of your pants and shirt, and just like fling you off of it. So that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
So roll for damage.
That was a 6.
Okay. So you hit it pretty good. You stab down in between its ribs by its spinal column, and you feel a very satisfying like squish as one of its lungs deflates.
that long.
But once again, it grabs you and just kind of tosses you. So let's see. Its damage is take a D8 plus 5 of damage.
Damn.
A lot. All right. 1d8. I rolled a 4. I have a note here that says I have 7 armor until incapacitated. I think that was from last game. I don't know. Have I been incapacitated? Does sleeping count?
No, it does not.
So then I guess I've got 7 armor.
Okay. I remember there being a spell that somebody cast that gave you... Oh, it was Chiquint gave you all like 1 permanent magic armor.
Yeah, that was one permanent magic armor.
I don't remember what the other +1 was from, because my normal is 5.
Okay.
It might have also been from the last time I did No Guts, No Glory.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
All right, well, so what was it, +5?
Yes, plus 5.
So 9, and then I subtract 7, so I got 2, right? Yeah.
Yep, 2 damage for you.
I killed those 2 earlier, though.
Well, you got 2 more, and now this ogre is rounding on you, and it's gonna stomp you pretty good. So, meanwhile, we cut back over to Chiquint and Quintus. Quintus, you hear the unmistakable sound of Threve cawing in its in its 3-part harmony, and you feel like a spatter of something on you. One of its heads has just drooled on you.
I'm still with you, Quintus. I didn't give up.
Good. All right, I'm going to keep heading towards the Stone Fist.
All right, you get to it. It is in a crate that is sealed. You're not sure like if it's just ordinary nails, if there's any kind of a lock or like a protection ward or anything on it. So what do you do?
Can I inspect it for traps or something?
Sure. Make me perceive.
Let me just see. Oh, right. That was for disarming them. Okay. 2d6. Ooh, that's a 7.
Nice. So you get 1 question.
Yeah, 1 question. Is this box trapped?
It is not.
Okay. I'm going to try to pry it open.
Okay. Make me a defy danger or saving throw using strength.
Oh boy. Okay. 2d6.
Plus 1 forward if you use like a prying instrument of some kind.
The only prying instrument I really have is my sword.
No, you have the bone from the arm you ate.
I think that's my food.
What do you need the sword for now?
Bone,
that you got that dagger?
I know. Yeah, can I use my short sword?
Sure. That'll work.
Well, that negates my -1 strength penalty. Oh, I rolled an 11.
All right. You know what? There's treasure in that goddamn box. You're gonna get it open.
Diggity damn.
So, Gidwin, what does the shiny rock of the rock fist look like?
Is it just a hunk of gold?
I think I was going to say it's a diamond.
Okay. I was going to say, if it was a hunk of gold, I mean, even if it is a diamond, it's probably pretty damn heavy.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I didn't think it was particularly big. I mean, it's probably big for a diamond, but...
Okay. So, yeah, it's like a fist-sized diamond.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then Quintus, we'll just take it and put it in his pocket for now.
Okay. As you pick it up, you can see the facets of it are just like polished to perfection. It is the edges of it are like almost sharp to the touch. It is a flawless gemstone. beautifully, beautifully polished up.
Is there
Maybe it
anything
always-
else in there?
Maybe it always casts like a light, like a glow from it or something like that.
I like that. Yeah, it's also casting like a faint glow.
All right. Is there anything else in the box, or is it just like padding for the?
No, it was just padding for the gem.
And I'm gonna I'm gonna use the severed arm that I'm munching on to wave to Jaquint above me. So this was like a rectangular or square room?
Kind of. It's like if you picture the pyramid, it kind of abuts the outside of the pyramid and matches
Okay.
its shape.
So like, is there a staircase on the other side, or do I have to walk all the way back?
You would have to walk all the way back. However, there is a room. There is a doorway on the other side of the room. If you keep going, that leads to the control room area.
Oh right.
Well,
Is that where
we
we're
wanna go to the
going
control
anyway?
room anyway. So,
All right. So I'll keep heading towards the control room.
All right.
Gidwin, we need to go this way, and
You
the rest of you too.
you look back and you see that Gidwin is
About to get
busy.
stomped.
Yeah, about to get stomped by an ogre.
Oh. No.
I'm gonna say that that the rest of them have disappeared from the second level. You look over and you see them like zip lining down to
On spider webs.
on spider webs.
Okay.
Who? The rest of our party?
Yeah.
Can I use my fancy new wands to cast a fireball at that ogre?
Yeah, you can.
What do I roll to use a wand? Intelligence?
Yeah, I would say so. You're a magic user. You know how to you know how to make these things work.
All right. 9. So would that be shoot or throw, probably?
Yeah, that would be shoot or throw.
You inflict damage after resolving one of your choice. Mark off 1 ammo. Just wing them, roll damage twice, and use the lower roll. Or you attract unwanted attention. I'll just wing them. So
Okay.
I'll take the lower of my 2d10s instead of the higher. A 6 and a 5, so 5 points of damage.
Okay. In that case, Gidwin, the ogre is on fire now, but it's still going to stomp you.
All right.
So what do you do?
Well, it like literally stomp on me with its foot.
Yes.
It's fiery foot.
All right. So what I'd like to do is thrust up with my spear into the bottom of its foot and kind of twist so that I knock it over.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your hack and slash.
All right. And if I succeed, I'm going to use a medal to one of my medals to inflict. I want to say hindered on it. I don't know what that does though. What does hindered do? Inflict the condition, stunned, hindered, etc. of your choice on your foe.
I think hindered would mean like it can't move easily.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. But if I hit it, so let me roll first.
See if this works out the way you want it to.
9. So yeah.
Okay.
All right. So before I roll my damage, I'll spend one of my metal to inflict the condition on it as well.
Okay. It is don't save your metal because it is dead.
Okay,
Probably.
I'll save it.
Roll your damage.
D8. 2 of these, and I take the best one. 8.
8. Yep. You super kill it.
All right.
But I will give you the choice. It's 12-foot tall flaming corpse is probably going to fall on you. So I'll let you choose. Are you injured by it but able to move, or are you pinned underneath it but unhurt?
I guess I'll go with injured. I've got 7 armor. That probably won't be too bad.
All right. Take a D8 of damage.
1d. Oh, I rolled a 2.
All right. So, with all of your magical armor and actual armor, you just sort of like this thing kind of falls on top of you, and you just shove its flaming corpse off, and are now perfectly fine. However, there is a crowd of zombies who have gathered around the fight between you guys, waiting to see who came out on top. And now they're some of them are turning their attention toward the burning body, and some of them are looking at you, Gidwin. So what do you do?
I think I'm just gonna move away from the body and hope that the ones that are looking at me might see that I'm moving and the other one isn't, and go for the easier meal.
Okay. So I'm going to call that Defy Danger or Saving Throw using Dex.
Using Dex, okay. Dex is +1, so 8. Oh wait, no, 9, because I get +1. I had that +1 forward until I suffered damage.
Okay.
Oh no, wait, I suffered damage, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Okay, so 7. No, 8. Not 9, 8.
It's the same category.
Well, I got the 8, Ryan. It was an 8.
It matters. The number matters.
So here's the thing. Some of them are a good chunk of them are going for the ogre corpse because it is the easier meal. Some of them, however, are coming at you. You can like try to charge past them before they close ranks on you and prevent you from getting to your friends, or you can just like run up and they will probably follow you. So we'll take.
How many are there?
Roll a d10.
1 d10. 10.
There are about 10 of them.
I think I might want to just try killing 10 of them.
Oh,
Or is that the most ridiculous thing I've ever said?
no, do it.
Yeah.
Can see how that goes.
Uh-oh.
I would like to
Or
start
just-
shooting undead with fireballs.
Okay, so Chiquint, you see this happening. There are definitely 10 shambling dead walking or shambling toward Gidwin. Quintus, how about you? You're just leaving?
I don't know how I feel about harming my own people like this, but I also want to give my new dagger a try. So I'll run up and try to backstab one of the undead.
Okay. So let's resolve this in order. Hang on one second. So Gidwin, you are being attacked directly. So why don't we start with you? We'll say 2 of them are about to reach you, and they're grabbing for you with their outstretched arms. So what do you do?
Right? Could I hit both of them? Not really, right? I have to pick one.
Yeah.
All right, then whichever. Are they exactly the same distance, or one of them a little closer?
One of them's a little closer.
Then I'll hit that one with my mace.
Okay.
All right, so 2d6. plus 3, so I got a 9.
All right, it is going to get to deal its damage. Hold on a second. I have to find. Where the hell is it? They'll probably. All right. Oh boy. Okay. I'll make these a little bit more formidable. Sorry, I looked at the stats for these things, and they cannot possibly hurt you.
That's perfect.
Just walk through them.
You know what? It is 11:30, so yeah. Why the hell not? These things like
We all get ready to fight.
yeah, and these
All of a
things just
sudden,
like start trying to gnaw at you, and one of them like reaches out for you, and you just sort of like shove it away, and it falls apart.
as I see this, like I'm bringing back my wand to shoot, and then I'm like, oh wait, yeah,
Yeah, I guess he's got
he's
it.
fine. I think he's good. Hey, over here, Goodwin.
Oh, yeah. Do you guys see? I beat up the ogre.
Oh, good job, buddy.
Yeah, that was good.
They are starting.
Yeah, Eddie.
We should probably get out of here because I don't think me and Quintus can just handle the zombies that well. But
They want to
I need
attack
find the
me.
shiny rock first.
yeah, but you might turn into one of them if we stick around too long. So let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, we should go.
Oh no, I need to find the shiny rock. It's in this room. The shiny
Quintus,
rock.
give him the rock. Give him the rock, Quintus. Let's go.
You found it?
Quintus.
What? Oh, yeah, that. Yeah. Here you go. I begrudgingly reach into my pocket and pull out the diamond for him.
Wow. It's as shiny as I imagined. No, more shiny.
It is the shiniest rock that you have ever seen in your life.
All right, let's get to this control room.
Yep. I'll open the door.
All right. You open the door, and sitting in a chair, facing away from you, you guys can see the magical projections of different rooms within the shrine that you've been through. You see the destruction and the bloodshed that you've left in your wake. And sitting watching the monitors is Andessa, the host, and she turns around and she says, "Well, now, we would like to welcome our contestants to the final room. You've made it further than any contestants in the history of the program.
We really are contestants.
Are you ready to play the final round where the stakes can really matter?"
Wait, they did it now?
Well, let's see what we have in store. And he calls out, "Acolytes, bring in our special guests." And you see on one of the monitors in another room, some of those cultists come out carrying daggers that they are holding to the throats of who was it that was watching from the audience that you guys knew in the beginning. It was the first
Gidwin's
one.
mom.
Gidwin's mom.
Yeah.
Anybody else, or just Gidwin's mom? I forget.
I think it was
That
just
was the
Goodwin.
only one watching.
All right. So I'd like you all. I'd like you all to meet our first special guest. Our special guest, Gidwin's mom.
I've met her before.
And then you see behind Endesa, in one of the remote viewing spells, an acolyte comes out dragging your mother and holding a dagger to her throat.
Hi, Mom. Aren't you excited? You've always wanted to be on the show.
She says, I'm so my boy. Yeah, that's my boy. I'm so proud of you, son. Andessa says to you, now then, you're not just playing for your own lives, you're also playing for hers. And
Am I back?
that's where, yes.
All right. My internet went out for some reason. Did Alex go too?
I don't know.
Sounds like it.
It certainly does.
Yeah. Well, it kicked back in, so he should be back in a second. But I was saying, hi, Mom. Aren't you happy? You've always wanted to be on the show.
We heard that part, and she responded, "That's my boy. I'm so happy." And Andessa said that you're not just playing for your own lives, you're also playing now for hers.
Whoa. I didn't get any of what you just said. You turned into like a robot and like skittered out.
Uh-oh.
I hear you fine.
That's weird. Anyway, I will spare our listeners of repeating it a third time, and I will tell you after the end of the broadcast.
Yay!
we
Well,
lost-
it's just the two of us.
Yep, we lost Alex and Chris. Uh-oh. I don't know how to end the broadcast now.
Well, Alex is in charge of the broadcast, right? So,
Yes.
so listeners, have you heard about the new Discord? Be sure to head over to Ragnarok's various social networks to find out more. And would you like to join in a future game? Well, head over to Patreon and be sure to support the podcast. Although I don't think anybody ever listens to these, so this is not useful.
We have hello, Chris.
Back.
Hooray!
There's Alex.
There's Alex.
Oh, it's still going.
Hooray!
Okay. I don't know what
yeah,
happened. My internet shit itself.
Yeah, it sure did.
Oh, it happened to you too?
Yep.
Okay, good. I mean, not good, but yeah. Okay.
We were just wrapping things up. So what you guys missed, I guess I'll just repeat it again. The host Andessa brought out Gidwin's mom.
Right.
She is somewhere in the shrine, and she said that you're not just playing for your own lives, you're also playing now for hers. And that's where we'll cut.
Oh, man.
So I guess we'll go into end of session. Let's see. Wrap up. All right, everybody, mark XP if you fulfilled your alignment goal at least once.
Did I inflict physical or emotional harm on others for personal gain?
Oh boy, you certainly did.
Used to take a side when given the opportunity. I don't really think I did that.
That's true. I mean,
I did kind of join the cultists for a minute, but that was just because I was an idiot.
you didn't refuse to take a side. You were just very
Yeah, I really just took all the sides.
yeah, you were eager to take the other side. So I'm going to say that you don't get that.
All right.
Help those at need help those at need in your own at your own expense.
You did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You followed Quintus into the horde of zombies, or at least flew above it.
Zombie.
All right, Mark XP if you've fulfilled at least one trait in a memorable way.
I think I fulfilled stingy, petulant, and egotistical.
Yeah, he did.
Selfless, cooperative, and forgiving.
Well, you were very eager, not eager, but you did forgive Quintus for freeing
Releasing a death god into the world.
Yeah. Not necessarily a death god, just a genocidal ancient presence trapped in a book.
But I'm not on its list.
No, you're not.
I don't see what the big
Not
deal
yet.
is then. Plus, now I'm a king.
Yeah. You just have to locate your kingdom.
Doesn't every king?
That's how it works.
Most are just lucky enough to be born in it.
And Gidwin, how about you?
I think I did both of them, really. Cooperative and aggressive. But definitely aggressive when I jumped off the second floor onto that ogre.
I will give it to you.
And I
All right.
cooperated with that halfling, even though I shouldn't have. But I only get that either one, no matter what, so.
Yeah. All right. So fighters mark XP if they defeated a worthy foe.
Does the ogre count?
Yes, it does.
All right.
If you're a thief, mark XP if you deceived or stole from anyone.
I did deceive Spider Brarian.
Oh, yeah, you certainly did. And if you're a magic user, mark XP if you discovered something magical.
The fire ones.
Yeah, that's
And all the weapons.
And all the weapons. Then answer the following questions as a group. For each yes answer, everyone marks XP. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yeah, we learned that there's a death god out there right about to destroy everything.
Yeah.
Or at least, cleanse the world of life. So yeah, I'll say that's a yes.
Okay.
Did we overcome a notable monster or enemy?
Most of the cult.
A horde of undead.
Or
No.
a lot of the cult.
I'm gonna say no for that one because like there's still a sizable amount of them, and I think the final battle is going to be next session.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And did we loot a memorable treasure?
The
Yeah,
fist,
All the
yeah.
weapons.
Yep.
And
That
the
one
swords.
I will give you guys for recovering your last big treasure that you went in looking for. All right, and then I will give you all 1 point to give away.
I'm going to give mine to Steve for following overhead so I don't go. So Quintus didn't go full on zombie.
I will give mine to Chris for always jumping into danger.
All right, then I'll give mine to Alex because then everyone gets one.
Yep.
Hey, I
All
love
right.
pity points.
Also, you probably tried to wipe out all life accidentally.
And he found the shiny rock for you.
Yeah, he did that too.
I didn't try to do it. I was stuck in a box. I had to get out.
Yeah, he didn't really try. He sort of succeeded.
Yeah.
You really didn't try any other option to get out also.
Well, he said it would be hard to stick my sword through the crack,
Yeah.
so it's...
You just opened the tome of, unspeakable evil and made a deal with the first thing that spoke to you from beyond the.
No,
The slightest,
no, I
the
looked,
slightest
I looked,
inconvenience.
I looked through. Quintus looked through the slits and looked down at his sword and took a second to size it up and realized it wasn't going to work. Then opened the tome of evil.
Fair.
And hey, you did get a kingdom out of it
Yeah, somewhere.
somewhere.
A kingdom that will soon support no life.
Well, you never know. It might be a kingdom of horrible monsters.
Yeah,
Or, yeah, undeath.
Yeah.
or Detroit.
Not that bad.
so far. Oh, never mind. Anyhow.
So yeah, that was session 5 of the Sundered Shrine. Thoughts, comments, questions, anything you guys would like to see more of or less of?
More ogres.
More of everything. It's awesome.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. So I unfortunately am probably going to have to step away from running the Patreon games starting next month because it's going to be going into our busy season. So in September, I guess we'll have something else, but I wanna wrap up like the first arc of this, and then we can move on once my job stops eating my life.
All right.
Hopefully in January, I can pick things up.
Yeah, dude.
And we can find out what the mysterious blue light is in the west, and what Sharisa is planning for the world, and maybe where and what horrible things live in Quintus's new kingdom.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Oh God, I didn't even think of that. The kingdom of like giant spiders or something.
Hey, but I'm their king. They gotta respect my authority.
That's true. They do have to respect your divine right, I guess. I don't know.
Respect my authority.
All right. So thank you. If anybody listened to this, or if anyone, if we decide to post this in the future, and
We did have a listener at some point, or viewer at some point, I saw. But no
Remember
one
to head over to
right
Ragnarok.com and click on the link to become a patron, and maybe you can play in a game yourself.
Yeah. Or patreon.com/Ragnarok.
maybe you too can befriend a horrible 3-headed bird from another plane of existence
Named Threve.
and bargain your way out of a box by unleashing an ancient evil on the world.
These are the kind of experiences we offer for our patrons. All right. Well, I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm going to end the broadcast now. Any last will thoughts from anyone?
Brains?